Week 19. Let's start with the yen. This is still in a corrective behavior going. After this week, it's or breaking this level, going back to these highs of the channel. Or we need to pass here, fill up these gaps, but if you go to lower time frames, zoom a little bit in, you can make something from it, but very messy. Gives us something. Knowing that the yen is going like that for Swiss franc yen, let's go to 4 hours. We eventually broke out of this kind of channel, but yeah, always after flash crashes like that, your charts will do weird shit. So I hope we can now maintain such a level. All these, seeing where we react on. There needs to be a top in for somewhere. So a lot of them also broke. It all looks a little bit the same. It's now just depending if we break here or break here. And see where we are. But at the bigger picture on the 4 hour and the daily, we are still in ascending channels. So this touch from here and now here, wandering around. This might be one of the cleanest ones to trade it, but for now, yeah, nothing really that you can do. GJ looks promising though. Eventually. Okay, indices. After last week, we just rallied, keeping up, respecting. I think Monday was. So we broke out of the channel and just kept going up, bullish for all of them. Dollar-wise, I mean. I was short here until here because I saw that declining channel going on, but then the moment that we didn't break it here, I was out, because then eventually you know that we were going to break and go to duplications up. So now it's just waiting when it will hit a top and come down. In the meantime, we could channel it out. These can go. These can go. S&P could be a top, matching the top of the declining channel now where we came from. So after almost 7% correction, yeah, I'm gonna see where we are going now, because we are at the top of this ascending channel on the hourly. A bit steep, but this sloping price action could be cool. And it runs almost parallel. Oil. Found a bottom. That's 76, so a little bit out of the declining channel. Top of this, bottom of this channel here now, so the bigger one on the daily. Duplication of the one is broken, so some reaction here could be nice. Or we go back to the levels before March. The levels before March. Silver kept going up also. Out of this channel here, strong impulse up that closed like that on Wednesday. And now we're gonna see how we're gonna react in this channel here. This is a little bit too steep yet to make it a channel already. No, matches. Gold, same story. We found a bottom. Yeah, this can go away. Ignore that shit. Gold is actually the beautiful one of the metals, but if I can adjust it. Nice. Very nice. We didn't hit the duplication of this one, so something tells me that, yeah, we are not done here yet. So if we think like silver, doesn't really match. Or we need to go really, really steep then. Take the wicks. Doesn't make sense. Wait and see. Platinum went up from last week in a very nice way. A little bit corrective, but then we had an engulfing here. Not really an engulfing, but on the 4 hour that will be a nice wick under the last recent swing point, which, yeah, is not the top. But this should be adjusted. This is just a little bit guessing because you need to find your matching points, see where things collide, and then make it match on the higher time frames. If we can wick away from it and stay under it, yeah, that's nice. So, you know, we are back at the end of 2003 highs. And at top of an ascending channel. Palladium, sorry, had the breakout of this declining channel that it was in for some time with a nice retest. So then you can establish new swing points. See where you end up. This could be, you could see it as a break, but then on the 4 hour, it's actually top. Okay, Forex, this will go quickly. The pound from last week, we just went down, created some sort of bottom, and now rising up. So now I would be looking for buys this week. Because there is still room here to follow. And look at GJ, because, okay, this is the yen pair, but the pound, you know, this here is the pound working. This is the yen, this is the pound, because the swings back means strength of the British pound. And then you can see it everywhere. So this is ranging, but actually making some kind of bottom, because if you would box it in, such price action seeing on higher time frames at the bottom of such a channel could be interesting. The only problem that I have with GA is this double shit. There was too much confirmation for a top. So yeah, I would not be surprised if we could go a little bit up and then respect this channel here, because this is too clean. For the daily, this is too clean. So we also matched here the buy was from last week. So yeah, we're gonna see how that holds out. Euro USD was a beautiful space, went up, touched it here, almost an engulfing, and then kept going in this channel, and then the pump up here was a beautiful melt together. So you have the top of the duplication declining channel of last week, we were in end of April. You have the breakout, which was the duplication of this, top of the duplication, tested it, corrective way down, here fooling everybody that we could rise, then just one push down, and then here we go to a last recent swing point bottom, which is retesting the top of the duplication channel, which we didn't retest after the impulse up, which is the bottom of the declining channel formed as the corrective way after the impulse. And then you have the impulse and the rest come after. So this was your second entry. And now we are going out of the duplication channel where it was in. So then it becomes interesting where we are going now. Pretty bullish. Eurocat, same story. Last week went out of his channel, 3 times duplication, hit the top of this ascending channel, creating a beautiful top. Going down, respecting the ascending channel in it, arranging, breaking it, going to the bottom of the ascending channel where it came from, and rising from there, which was also the bottom of the declining channel before the impulse out of it. Beautiful play, beautiful play. Euro yen, we talked about, yeah, this mechanical one. Respecting the bottom of this ascending channel here, we found some support at 0.90, 250, 250, 500, 750, and 0. Those are the numbers that you want to look at. So we are now retesting the last recent swing point bottom, so it's now just to wait how we are going to react. It wasn't this channel, broke out of it, and I don't think that it matches duplication. The thing is also, when it doesn't match duplication, yeah, then it's just not valid and price can go in either way. So now it needs to behave a little bit more. This is a nice triple bottom though. But how does the dollar look, Dixie? Still in the declining channel. And the cut was also a nice one after the impulse. That was last week, Friday. Always fucking Friday. This is still corrected. This can go either way. You have ascending highs, but we touched the top of this declining bigger channel of the 4 hour and the daily, which could be significant. So we could definitely come back here, especially after all this accumulation here. So on the 4 hour looking, there could be a swing to go back down. If we don't respect these channels here, or if we don't find us in a breakout, there is still room here. Still room here. Is it a Swiss? Yeah, shit. This is not tradable. This just looks horrible. Let's delete it and let's see what else it tells us. Very messy, very messy, very messy. Still in this bigger channel here, so all what this is doing is just too much wicks. Sometimes it's best not to look at it. But going from swing point to swing point, finding some touches here. Yeah, it's all better. Australian dollar, a nice bounce off the bottom of this duplication of the ascending channel. Triple bottom, which was also seen on the euro, so that was the dollar working if you see it on multiple pairs. And now in this, yeah, this, that's why it's Monday. You don't do anything because things needs to still be formed. So I would go from this to this and then duplicate it and see where you end up. So we tested the 50% of this. Still can go either way. Still can go either way. This can go. This was a nice sell from last week. Retest, hub, bottom of the channel, and now back at the top of that duplication channel where it came from. So, yeah, not the cleanest. Also NZD, so. Okay, a little bit of Bitcoin maybe? After the bounce that we had here, so now we broke out of this sloping price, a little impulse, big bounce, and now all recovered all of that already. Out of his smaller duplication channel closing, so that's interesting. XRP also back at the bottom of this channel here. Yeah, zone actually, area, because with crypto you need to have more space. Solana also a double bottom, so yeah, I think this shit will go up. Good.